I
As the
want that
tribute
man
stand on the
dead.
podiums, the horn sounds. Megumin grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty.
Cannon.
Godzilla bashes Minerva's head against the rock several times. Rom
She
runs
wouldn't.
away. Yeah, she wouldn't die, but yeah. Wildcat snatches a pair of size. Rizzo the
No, I'm
rat
saying
and
Godzilla
Pandora
would
fight
never
for a
do that.
bag. Oh, true.
She wouldn't. She would know better.
Yeah. Rizzo the rat and Pandora fight for a bag. Pandora gives up and retreats.
Rat.
Yep. Thomas the Train, Yosuba, Richard, Sweetheart, Omori, Silver Surfer, Yuito, Rolk, Aubrey, Two-Face, Melina, Grimlock, Corey, and John Cena all run away. Mari finds a backpack. Uraraka and William Birkin fight for a bag. William Birkin gives up and retreats. Thomas the Train and William Birkin split up to search for resources. Godzilla, Rolk, Melina, Aubrey, and Rom hunt together. Uraraka receives an explosive. Richard camouflages in the bushes. Corey thinks about home.
Declan, hop on Broforce.
Duckland. Oh yeah, we should play Broforce.
Broforce.
Let
You
me
just get
finish
through the
this and
first
then I'll
couple.
hop on.
Alright.
Omori
Yeah, hold
stalks
on. Let me
Sweetheart.
get absolutely bodied here.
Okay.
You're playing.
Pandora,
I'm still playing
Two-Face,
Danganronpa.
Silver Surfer, Yuito, and Mari hunt for their tributes. Grimlock goes fishing. Megumin discovers a cave. Yotsuba travels to higher ground. Wildcat travels to higher ground. John Cena makes a swing shot. Rizzo the rat collects fruit from a tree.
Lizzo. What's good?
No. Sweetheart, Godzilla,
I,
Corey, and Rolk tell each other ghost stories. Aubrey, Mari, William Birkin, and Melina tell each other ghost stories. Pandora is unable to start a fire. Wildcat cries himself to sleep. Ram and Yotsuba sleep in shifts. John Cena, Uraraka, and Yuito
Declan,
discuss
watch
what
my
happened in the
screen.
morning. Grimlock, Rizzo the Rat, and Megumin sleep in shifts. Silver Surfer, Omori, Two-Face, and Richard sleep in shifts. Thomas the Train stays awake all night. Yotsuba overhears Two-Face and Yuito talking in the distance. William Birkin practices his archery. Omori makes a wooden spear. Bless you. Thomas the Train travels to
I
higher
didn't
ground. You
sneeze.
didn't? What did you do?
I blew a raspberry because Abe was like, watch my screen, and then he stopped
Oh.
screen sharing.
Oh, okay. It sounded like a sneeze. Um, Godzilla receives medical supplies. Silver Surfer dies trying to escape the arena. Rizzo the Rat searches for a water source. Mari stalks Wildcat. Grimlock discovers a cave. Pandora runs away from Corey. John Cena goes fishing. Megumin sprains her ankle while running away from Rom. Melina bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Rolk camouflages in the bushes. Sweetheart injures herself. Pandora repeatedly stabs William Birkin to death with sighs. Rom screams for help. Yuito loses sight of where he is. Grimlock convinces Corey to snuggle with him. Sweetheart tries to treat her infection. John Cena screams for help. Rizzo the Rat tends to his wounds. Uraraka quietly hums. Thomas the Train thinks about winning. Omori steps on a landmine. Two-Face, Richard, Yotsuba, and Mari sweep together.
Have you ever played Risk of Rain, Declan? I heard of it.
Huh?
I never heard of Risk of Rain.
I have, yeah.
I'm playing it.
Cool.
It's good.
Nice. Aubrey tries to treat her infection. Megumin attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Rolk thinks about winning. Godzilla silently snaps Wildcat's neck. John Cena shoots a poisonous
How
blow
the
dart
fuck did the
into Two-Face's neck,
rhinoceros sneak
slowly
up on
killing him.
us?
That's a really good question. Rizzo the Rat makes a wooden spear. Rolk chases Aubrey. Yotsuba attacks Megumin, but she escapes. Godzilla chases Sweetheart. Pandora, Thomas the Train, Grimlock, and Richard hunt together. Yuito and Corey hunt together. Uraraka defeats Mari, but spares her life. Ram makes a wooden spear. Yuito receives clean water. Ram tries to treat her infection. Rolk lets Richard into his shelter. Uraraka thinks about home. Thomas the Train tends to his wounds. Pandora thinks about home. Grimlock tends to his wounds. Mari climbs a tree. John Cena tries to treat his infection. Aubrey attempts to start a fire. Corey thinks about winning. Rizzo the Rat, Sweetheart, Godzilla, Yotsuba, and Megumin sweep in shifts. John Cena runs away from Corey. Uraraka injures herself. Yotsuba receives clean water. Megumin goes hunting. Rizzo the Rat receives fresh food. Rolk camouflages in the bushes. Richard and Grimlock track down and kill Yuito. Godzilla overhears Mari and Sweetheart talking. Ram travels to higher ground. Aubrey camouflages. Thomas the Train practices his archery. Pandora questions her sanity. Grimlock cries himself to sleep. Thomas the Train receives clean water. Megumin receives medical supplies. Corey thinks about home. John Cena stabs Sweetheart in the back with a trident. Rizzo the Rat loses sight of where he is. Uraraka stabs Mari in the back with a trident. Richard and Rolk tell each other stories. Yotsuba stays awake all night. Ram questions her sanity. Aubrey, Pandora, and Godzilla sing songs together. Uraraka attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. she has control over gravity itself, but that's fine. Grimlock searches for a water source. Pandora discovers a cave. Megumin attacks Rizzo the Rat, but he escapes. John Cena sprains his ankle running away from Thomas the Train. Aubrey tries to sweep. Richard goes hunting. Yotsuba, Ram, Rolk, Cory, and Godzilla hunt together. Thomas the Train cries himself to sleep. Grimlock thinks about winning. Pandora attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Megumin, killing them both. Rolk overpowers John Cena, killing
Die,
him.
Declan.
Richard and
Ooh,
Cory
pardon.
tell each other stories. Godzilla lets Rizzo the Rat into his shelter. Yotsuba stabs Aubrey while her back is turned. The cornucopia is replenished with stuff. Ram and Godzilla get into a fight over raw meat, but Ram gives up. Rizzo the Rat and Cory get into a fight
Yeah,
over raw meat,
Godzilla
but Rizzo
killed
the Rat
both
gives
a
up.
demigod and who else did Godzilla kill?
I don't know. He killed
Yeah,
Minerva.
Wildcat.
Yeah, Wildcat. That's not that
Killed a
impressive.
demigod and then a normal god.
True. Richard decides not to go to the feast. Grimlock decides not to go to the feast. Thomas the Train decides not to go. Rolk decides not to go. Yotsuba cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Cory chases Ram. Grimlock, Rizzo the Rat, and Richard get into a fight. Rizzo the Rat triumphantly kills them both. Rolk dies of hunger. Thomas the Train explores the arena. Godzilla picks flowers.
Okay, that makes. Oh, no, he's not a worm god. He's not worm affiliated.
Yeah,
If he's worm affiliated, they die from hunger if they don't kill enough people.
I see. Godzilla stays awake all night. Rizzo the Rat is awoken by nightmares. Thomas the Train thinks about winning. Cory receives medical supplies. Ram dies of dysentery. Godzilla accidentally steps on a landmine. Cory catches Rizzo the Rat off guard and kills him. Thomas the Train falls into a frozen lake and drowns, which means frickin' Cory from Hotline Miami wins, I guess.
Good ending.
Bad ending.